I've been waiting for this day. I've been waiting for this day for somebody to call me fat on the internet. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. This is Meryl's Mystic. I am Meryl, and I empower witches, bitches, and dudes to complete themselves in order to have healthier soulmate relationships. So, deep breaths. Every time I get ready for these, it's like I have to like calm myself down and like psych myself up at the same time. It's like, I feel like that's most of life. We gotta like be chill but excited all of the time. It's a roller coaster. So we are here today to talk about upcoming Taurus season. Whoop whoop. If you were like me and a lot of people, Aries season was challenging to say the least, for lack of a better word. It definitely lit some fires. We had a lot of Aries energy and a lot of planets. So it just woke up and chose chaos, basically. And I am sure a lot of Aries were like, what? But I love Aries season. Well, yeah, it's your season. So good for you. Some Aries might have had a challenging season, but it seems that it was challenging for everybody else but Aries. So Taurus season. Taurus is the second sign in astrology. It is a fixed sign, and it is represented by the element of Earth. It is the first Earth sign, and it is ruled by Venus, and it is associated with the heart chakra. So we really need some Taurus season energy this year. I feel more than anything. Aries season, as along with the challenges, it also, I think it brought a lot of clarity to a lot of people and situations. And it should have just like lit a fire under your ass for what you've been wanting to do. It should have really kind of been that little inner spark ignition to connect you to those things that are most important to you, or those things that are really calling you to be part of your purpose and your path on this earth. So that's a cool thing about it. So, because with all those challenges come the lessons, and that's how we learn, and that's how we grow, and that's how we evolve, and that's what it's all about. So with Aries season, it was really about like reigniting, ramping up energy. And so now with coming into the Taurus energy, it's really about kind of like recovering from all that. It has more of like a retreat and a recharge energy for everybody. A lot of Aries and fire signs could have felt recharged by the Aries season, but everybody else is really going to need this Taurus season, even the fire signs, because we all need also, excuse me, that's not a pattern, we've just started talking. It's also about, because I completely lost where I was, self-care. Taurus is the master, I feel like, of self-care. Earth signs in general are really good at it. Water signs, kind of second. Fire and water second, and air's not usually good at self-care. No offense if you're an air sign and you're good at self-care. Good for you. It's hard. It's something that we, especially in the Western world, and especially in America, it's not something, there's a reason why it's trending these last couple years, because it's wasn't the norm for a long time. The norm and what's still conditioned into us today is to work, and then you die. So, hashtag self-care, self-love. There's a reason why that had to kind of have its own explosion of popularity, because we need it. We need to do it so so badly. So really make sure you're taking advantage of the next month. It's Taurus season is the 19th of April through the 20th of May. Might be the 21st this year. It's usually the 20th of May. And I really like and it's not just like self-care as in like take a bubble bath, stuff like that. It's really getting connected with your body and really listening to what your body is telling you, what it needs to be nourished, what it needs to be taken care of. Water, movement, fresh air, nature, better food, not so much booze and and junk food. I know that's with everything that we've been going through, it's kind of feels like a tall order. But baby steps, y'all. Pick one thing that feels aligned with you and just work on the one thing. Like, so my one thing that I'm trying to work on is to not look at my phone for the first at least hour I'm up. And that's, even though it seems like a tiny thing, it's huge. It's huge for my mental health. It's actually been way more challenging than I thought it was. 'Cause for a while there, well, there's a lot of days that I just don't want to get out of bed. So I was using kind of the phone to like psych me up and get ready for the day. And, that's not in a healthy way. It's spiking my anxiety, like right into it. I just saw an interesting comment and then it just went away. So, so I've been actually, I have my phone there and then I have something on top of my phone because it's also my alarm, like most of us. But then I have my deck of angel cards. I've been connecting a lot with the archangels and my angel guides lately. And so I have my angel cards there because they're kind of like phone size, and I've been wanting to, that was another thing I wanted to pull a card. I've been pulling a card every day or trying to. And so now instead of like my phone reaching for that first part of the day, I reach for the cards. So just take this time to find like one thing that's just gonna like be a little bit better for you. Definitely Taurus season's a good time to be a little lazier, and do some extra resting if that's what you need. So it's really listening to what your body and your soul and your mind needs. So yeah. So, ooh, I have a troll. I've made it, y'all. I also got my first thumbs down on YouTube the other day. I feel like you really made it when you're getting haters. So, like the way they got that lined up, huh? Worked on that earlier. Okay. So hopefully we won't have any more distractions. Okay, so the one last thing about Taurus season, since we're here for tarot, we're going to talk about the Hierophant. The Hierophant is representative of my keys. Oh man, I have a lot of haters. Wow. I can't believe that. Oh, hi Ronnie. Thank you for saying hello and being nice. Yeah, I do have to. Wow. It's really nice of you guys. Oh, Erin says that this is her soul card, is the Hierophant. So let me show Instagram here. So the Hierophant is associated with, like structure, and I mean, if you look at it, it's like tradition. It's the church. It is schools. Lauren's like, who are these people? I usually don't look at the comments this early, but I was like, what is happening down there? Oh, yo, if you guys are being, like, it's cool if you're being a troll, like, say whatever you want, like, I don't care, but if you're, like, no no racist comments on here. We're not playing that fucking game. So I highly recommend that you double check things. Oh, I don't think that's what happened. I don't see any N-words going on here, and this person who's complaining came on here and chose violence today, so... Who are these people? How did you find this? Okay, let me see if I can block some of these people. What is happening? Dang. That's never happened to me before. Oh, okay. We're back over here too. Technical difficulties. Okay. Life difficulties. Oh my goodness. Dang. Just really bored on a Saturday night, apparently. So, sorry. I've been waiting for this day. I've been waiting for this day for somebody to call me fat on the internet. So, thanks. So thanks for that laugh. Thanks for the great laugh. It's really funny. Whew. Okay. And of course the cat's gonna want something now too. Cat, I'm gonna kick you out of here. Okay. Perfect. Oh my god. Okay. Hi, Kirsten Caldwell. The Hierophant. So if this is your soul card, Aaron, are you a life path 4? Because there's like a whole thing with like life path numbers and tarot cards. So like I'm a 6, I'm a 15-6, so my life path, so my cards are Gemini and Capricorn, the devil, which is Capricorn, and Gemini, which is the lovers. And oh, I love you guys too. It's so crazy. Sorry. Oh shit. I didn't think I was gonna think it's that funny. Which I'm really happy about. So I have arrived. Okay, so that first comment I saw that I was like, what's happening? They asked me how long I've been transitioning. Because apparently that's an insult. Like, I love the trans community. Not insulted. I have to go look at it. Oh, I'll find out. Erin's talking to me about her soul card. It could have been that that's when I did it in a class, it was your life path number. And then you end up being attracted to you can be attracted to the signs that are associated with those cards. So Erin's a Sagittarius, so she could easily have a lot of Tauruses in her life. I have the lovers and the devil, and so I have been attracted to a lot of Geminis in my life, and my partner is a Capricorn, and my brother was a Gemini. So that's kind of how that works. With the Hierophant representing Taurus, like Taurus is the first earth sign, and so there is this even though it's the heart chakra, see, Erin's partner is a Taurus. So yeah, there it is. I had a feeling that he was. So is a part of this finding enjoyment and self-care and having a structure around it, and it's a grounding, structure can be very grounding for people. Schedules, rules, we have to have structures and rules. Oh, it was her ex-husband. I thought it was her current partner. Ex-husband was a Taurus. Sorry. Yes. Sorry, Erin. Thanks. So in society, we need, connection. We need structure in order for there not to be total chaos, unlike the internet. unlike the internet where people can just wake up and just choose chaos. So obviously we saw, hello, if what happened early, just a minute ago with those trolls is not like an example of the Aries season. Aries season's going out with a bang. Like all of my astrology apps all day have been just like, people are saying it. They're just like, like those people just woke up and chose chaos. So it's, it's happening. This is also why when I do these, I do not leave my house for the day. So yes, so Hierophant is Taurus, and they are here to give us that like sense of safety. It is really about taking care of yourself in a way of establishing a sense of safety. Thank you, y'all. Establishing a sense of safety for yourself. Because if you can't feel safe with yourself, how are you going to feel safe with somebody else? If you can't trust yourself, how are you going to trust somebody else? I don't like the saying, treat others how you want to be treated. I mean, you should. That's just like, you should just be polite and kind to strangers. I can't tell you how many stories I've heard of this Aries season where just like people are like just exploding on random people, and I'm just like, it's just, I hardly ever snap. Like when I snap, it's like at the closest people I love. I don't know how many times I've ever snapped at just like a stranger or a coworker. Not many. If I did, I'm sorry. But the dog barking is distracting me. I lost it, y'all. It just just goes away. I was like, oh, too bad the trolls aren't on here. They can also tell me that I'm sweating pretty badly. So taking care of yourself, structure. Oh, don't. The saying, treat others how you want to be treated. I think it should be treat yourself how you want others to treat you. Because most of the time, when people are treating other people like crap, it's because they're treating themselves like crap. Hurt people, that's a thing. And if you can hear the dog barking, I'm sorry. He's very, he's his own person. He wants what he wants when he wants it. And I'm not going to give it to him right now. And he's fine. These are your taroscopes for Taurus season 2021. And we will just start with Taurus and just go around the horn. As per usual, I just will pick one card for each sign and we'll interpret what's happening. I think we're gonna be just going right there. Lately I've just been like pulling them off the top. It's been really cool. Okay, Taurus. Ooh, the star in reverse, Taurus. So it's almost like you need to take advantage of your it's almost like you need to take advantage of your season more than anything, almost more than anybody. The star is usually associated with Aquarius, but in this sense, it's really associated with like your innate soul and you feeling refreshed about life and where you're going. And it really just like, if you're having a hard time finding a purpose to live, this is the time to really find that. The universe is speaking to you. It is sending you signs. It is trying to answer your prayers and your manifestations and your affirmations. And it really wants you to connect with something like this. The star is all about like soul connection and being in touch with something that's bigger than you, a higher power, a bigger purpose in life, being able to, help others in the way that you're meant to help others. With it in reverse, it's very much there's a disconnection. Anytime the star comes up in reverse for people, it's very much that they've just like lost this certain connection with something that was very important to them, something that was so important to them on a soul level that they had to do it. They're called to do it, they're drawn to do it, they can't do anything else. They must do it. Okay, so Taurus, what's that thing? It is time for a soul connection for yourself. It is time. These are like be your own soulmate moments. These are not about somebody else, you know, being able to fill up your cup or make you happy. There's something that you need to connect to that is for you and only for you. And oh, I guess we're gonna be shuffling. I just started doing it. And whatever that thing is, you know, it feels like it might be something that you used to already do and you need to like pick it up again. Soul nurturing, soul connection nurturing. Okay. Ooh, we got a few here. Okay. So after Taurus is Gemini. Six of Pentacles, Gemini. So Six of Pentacles is all about abundance. It's really about balancing abundance, like give and take. So Gemini, this is really wants you to look at, a lot of the times when this comes up, it's about like give and take of energy too, and not just money. Like we have to exchange money we have to exchange money to get somebody's energy. Does that make sense? Like when you're paying for a service from somebody, you're not just paying for the service. You're paying for somebody's time and energy, especially like somebody like me. You're not just paying for my service, you're paying for my time and energy. And there definitely should be like a balance in that, a mutual give and take. That's the word I was looking for. Mutual. So this is really good. It's nice that it's up, that it's upright, because if it was in reverse, then I'd be worried that you're like maybe in a bad situation, that it's not give or take. It's almost like they want you to recognize when the things are being good. Does that make sense? It's so easy to, you know, be like, oh, okay, cool, this good thing happened, but it's not gonna last, or it's, you know, a bad thing's gonna happen soon, or, you know, so it really is like needing you to recognize that you're getting some comeuppance. Like it's almost like things are starting to really balance out for you, and you have to recognize that. You have to recognize, because the universe, if we don't recognize the gifts that the universe sends us, it's going to stop sending you favorable gifts. I mean, things, even, you know, all the challenges happen for us, not to us. There are some things that happen to us in the physical, but especially when you're getting gifts, like it just feels like the universe has been giving you gifts, and you're just like, it's okay, or like, okay, well, what else? Okay, I got this thing. I need what's next. It's like, no, you just got what you asked for. So take a moment, be grateful, say thank you. Thank you is such a high vibrational saying. Say thank you. even when the smallest things happen that maybe don't feel like a big win, but like every time I find a good parking spot, I'm like, thank you. Anything. Don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. That's really what the big message is. Don't take your abundance for granted. Don't take your gifts for granted. Okay. Cancer. Ooh, Cancer. The Fool in reverse. So, Cancer. So, Cancer. I just feel like you guys just keep trying to deny what it is you really want to do. And maybe it's to the point where you're denying where you even are currently. Where are you? What are you doing? Do you like it? Are you being present? Are you wishing you were somewhere else? And if you were wishing you were somewhere else, then why do you keep acting like you want to be where you are? I just feel such this thing from Cancers lately, that you guys just don't want to admit that you might not be as happy as you thought you would be in your situation, or you don't want to admit to yourself that there's this thing over here that you really want. And you just aren't letting yourself have it. And at this point, you're not even letting yourself be where you are. You need to just be where you are. You need to find some gratitude for where you are. You need to find the things to be thankful for where you are. The Fool in reverse is somewhat of a wake-up call. It means that you're disjointed, that you aren't really on your path, that you're, not grounded. So you definitely need to make sure that you're doing some grounding work for Taurus season. And again, there's already I can see this theme of gratitude, and that what we're missing about this level of gratitude, of not being thankful for what we have in front of us, just constantly thinking about what we don't have, and that is not what you want to attract at all. Don't want to attract it. The more we're thankful for what we have, the more we attract those things. So, Cancer especially, you need to really focus on what you have. Play. It's called playing the grateful game. Play the grateful game. It's best first thing in the morning, right before you go to sleep, on the way when you're driving the kids to school. You just say, okay, what's 5 things that we can be thankful for, grateful for right now? And I talk about it all the time because it's a thing. So yeah, just really being present where you're at, because also if you just you're like, okay, I'm not happy where I am, but I don't know what I want to do about it, that's not going to help you either. So you need to get grounded and figure out where you are first, so that then you can figure out how to move forward. Okay. After Cancer is a Leo, Hierophant in reverse. Okay, Leo. So we were just talking about the Hierophant being the Taurus card. So for Leo, this means that I feel like Taurus season might carry over a little bit of the stirring up for you from Aries season, because maybe Aries season was really good for you, Leo, because you're a fire sign, so you had no problem just getting right into that energy. The thing about the Hierophant in reverse, which I know would be a challenge for Leo, is just to stop. My mother's a Leo. One of my good friends is a Leo, and y'all are like workaholics. Like if a Leo is like a hard worker, they're a workaholic usually. It's either they're like really lazy and want to be taken care of, or they're just like such hard workers to the point of being a workaholic. So this really tells me that you really need to drive home the self-care in the next month. You really need to get into the grounding. You need to make that energy part of your structure. You need to be doing these things on the regular. There needs to be a balance here. Because it's easy to just go and go and go and go. Especially for fire signs, but you guys need to rest just as much as everybody else. So it really feels like this is just a time for you to like really pinpoint the things, your favorite things to do for yourself, and make them part of your routines and your structure. Yep, that's bing bang boom, that's it. I feel like a lot of time Leo's messages are always like, okay, here you go, Leo. Because no time for you to question it. Just take the advice and go. Okay, so after Leo is Virgo. King of Wands in reverse Virgo. Ooh, interesting. So, the King of Wands is the wands in general. My mom's on here. I'll work on it, she said. The King of Wands is very charismatic. He's magnetic. They just kind of attract people to them. I'm sorry, Instagram over here. I'm not looking at y'all very, very much. So they're very charismatic, very magnetic. They are usually like the life of the party. As a king, the King of Wands doesn't have to do very much. Oh, I might lose power here. She's an old girl over here. So when it's up in reverse, it's unfortunately the King of Wands in reverse is kind of narcissistic. They tend to be cocky and arrogant. So really be careful with that, Virgo. Be careful with how you like are saying things, or how you're attracting things. That's what I heard, which doesn't really that part doesn't really make sense to me. Be careful how you're attracting things. So maybe it is very much like what you're putting out there could be what you're getting back, because the King of Wands has great potential of being, he's a cool guy. The King and Queen of Wands are like the cool couple of the tarot. And so what happens when the cool people like aren't really that cool? They're kind of assholes. So sorry, Virgo. I don't pull the cards. The cards pull themselves. Try not to be an asshole. I have a Virgo moon, so it's very easy. Yeah. Be cool, man. Be cool. I don't know what. That's it. Be cool. That's I feel like it's really interesting. Can just see the astrology meme now. Lessons of Taurus season. Virgo. Be cool, man. That's all it's gonna say. Just be cool. Take some deep breaths. Are you attracting the right things into your life? Are you attracting the right people? Are you attracting the right lessons? Yeah, that's pretty much it. He's there. The wand court cards are magnetic. And when they're in reverse, you're easily attracting things that aren't good for you. Yep. I don't know what else to say about that. I think we can move on. So be aware, Virgo. Be aware. Because it's that, I think. So I'm sorry, Virgo. This was a very upfront message. And I, as much as you like, people being, upfront and honest, I think too, you have a hard time, I should say we, because I have a Virgo moon, have a hard time admitting that we're not very perfect people. So when it's very hard to handle when we are maybe finding out that there are parts of us that don't look so perfect. Because you're human. Because you're human, and other people are human, and maybe you're expecting other people to be too perfect also. And we need to be aware of that also. There needs to be, a little bit more understanding for yourself so that you can have more understanding for others. Okay? You can do it. We all have our moments. All right, after Virgo is Libra. 2 of Cups in reverse, Libra. Not time for love, Libra. This feels like you're really hoping for something to come along if you were single. And it's just not quite time yet. If you are committed, then Taurus season might end up kind of flipping the script on your relationship, on whoever you're committed with. Not in a bad way. It's, I don't know why I keep doing this. I don't know if is there a Libra out there who does this with their fingers? So with the 2 of Cups in reverse, for especially, maybe if you're in a relationship too, you could be feeling like you're losing yourself a little bit in the relationship, like losing who you are. So definitely be careful with that. I'd say be careful with codependency. Even if you're looking for somebody else, be careful with codependency. Definitely filling your cup first. That's why the 2 of Cups comes up in reverse. It's like you're not ready to move forward yet with another person. You haven't filled your cup yet. You can't see how these people, they both come to the table with a full cup. There's not one cup in between them. They each have a cup. Ooh. I use this in my relationship coaching. Hello. 2 cups. After the Ace of Cups, which is the one overfilling cup. You gotta have a full one, and the person that you're attracting has to have a full cup. Make sure they show up with their cup full too. That's a good advice for anybody. You have to have a full cup, they have to have a full cup, okay? And then we can cheers. That's it for Libra. Moving on. Scorpio. Ooh, the sun. Scorpio. So, it's so funny. I pulled this card for a friend of mine the other day, and I was telling her how it hardly ever comes up in people's readings. And you get it this time, Scorpio, which is so cool because I feel like it's Scorpios. We don't always get a good leg up with people. Does that, with just in life in general, we are the dark ones, so we can handle the trauma and we can handle the shit. Well, we're people too, and we have all the feelings. We can handle it, but we have all the feelings at the same time. So the sun has come out to shine its beautiful shiny light on you, to remind you that there's a new day, that that all the things that you have been shedding and burning away are paying off, that there is new light coming in, there is new life coming in. The sun always comes out again. That's the thing about the Scorpio card, which is the death card, is that I always point out that there's a new sun rising in the background. It's all death and destruction in the front, but like the new day is coming. This is the light at the end of the tunnel. There's nothing bad about the sun coming upright. There's a lot of major arcana cards coming out. I think it really signals that things are just more vital right now than other times. You know, we're at some pretty vital points as humans in general and in our lives, and we're coming into a new world. It's happening all the time. We have not even begun to see the ripple effects of living in a post-pandemic world. And I'm kind of excited to see what happens. So, good omen for you, Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. I needed this too. But I'm really happy for you guys too, because it's hard. And we get a lot of dark shit. So it's really nice for once to get the light. So remember that. Like, yes, you can handle the dark, but you are also the light, and you cannot have one without the other. Boom. Okay. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, 3 of Wands in reverse. Okay. So, the 3 of Wands in reverse is all about like waiting for your ships to come in. It's like you've done your work, you've put it all out there, and you're waiting for like the return, but it's in reverse. So that means a couple things, like it's not on its way. Or one, if you feel like if you're a Sag and you've like put it all out there, it's not on its way. And then on the other side of that, you haven't put enough out there yet to expect anything back. Does that make sense? Again, like I was saying with like when we're putting certain things out there, I said for Virgo, we're putting certain things out there. What are we getting? This is like you just haven't put enough out there. The 2 of Wands is all about like putting ourselves out into the world, letting ourselves be seen, letting ourselves be heard. So this could be like a project at work, something that you want to, if you want to share your story or something online. Maybe you're waiting to date somebody, or you're waiting for like a big move or something that you've been waiting to come around, that you've been asking for this thing to happen for you. It's not coming yet because you haven't put enough out to get it back. And it must be a couple people going through that, because I don't have any more details than that. And I feel like if you need more details, if that's like totally like what you're going through and you're just like, well, what do I need to do more? Or what am I going to put in there to get it back? You hit me up. You let me know, and we can do a reading for you to really like figure out what it is you need to invest to get your return. Because it's really something that you really care about, and it's something that you don't want to admit that you care enough about it because you're afraid of it not working out. But if you don't put yourself out there, it's not going to work out, and then that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And that's what they wanted me to tell you. Yep. Okay. Capricorn, 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, okay, Capricorn. Interesting. It's interesting that we either have like major arcana or we're like kind of in the ones and twos and threes. Gemini's like in the six. They're doing pretty good. We're in this like either we're in major stuff or we're kind of like in these beginning stages of things. Capricorn, I don't know if it's, you'd think because I'm with one, I would have like an easier connection to them. But I feel like Capricorn energy is really, really like, don't tell me my shit. I know my shit. Virgo's that way. It can be that way too. It's kind of an earth sign thing. So the Two of Pentacles is an earth card. But again, kind of like with Sagittarius waiting for their investment to come through, this is like you're waiting for things to like equal out, to equal out somehow. It does sound like my boyfriend. Because just like we keep having these like highs and lows of like success and then a challenge, and then a lot of times the challenges feel like they're outweighing the success. And a lot of the time this energy can feel more, because these cards are so old. It's very rare in this world now that we're juggling two different things. So a lot of the time this card can feel more like spinning plates. And that's like when you have like a lot of things in the air and you're just trying to like. So for Capricorn, it really is about like grounding and figuring out what's actually important. What is the most important thing? And are you focusing on the most important thing, or are you trying to focus on everything? There's no way. There's balance too. I feel like the word balance is really hard because it can be a daunting thing to get. And it's more like especially when you're balancing your energy and your time between all these things that you want to do, it's very much it's more of a ratio. That's what I'm trying to say. It's more of a ratio. I keep hearing it. It's just from here to here to here. It's more of a ratio of your energy. You cannot give like equal amount of energy to every single little thing in your life all the time, as much as I know that you want to. And you can't, have a equal amount of your energy to every, like, it just, you're doing too much, you're trying too hard, and it's not working out the way that you're used to things working out. You guys are really good at getting things done. Things are usually easily work out for you when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So things aren't working out the way that you're used to, so it's time to find a new way of doing them. And it's time to really let go of that. This is how things are supposed to go. Where that is an old paradigm, and I know that that's hard, Capricorn, to kind of let that go, but that's going to be a real big one for you. I feel like is that there's not a one way that things are supposed to go. They just are going. So just let them go. Like, let it go. Let it go. Let them go out the window. It's weird because you also are really good at just like not giving your energy to certain things. But then when you think that you have to take care of all this stuff, like then it's like, so it's you're either all in or you're all out, and there might need to be like actually a little bit more balance of in and out too for some of you, because it's feeling almost It's almost like Gemini energy. Sorry, Gemini. You're either all in or you're all out. And it's like, well, maybe you need to be like a little bit in, a little bit out, a little bit over there, a little bit over here. Just feels like this. Where's the ball? Find the ball. Where is it? And you think you know. You've watched where the ball is and you think you know exactly where it is. And then you're wrong. So there's a lesson here, Capricorn, for you. And if you're Capricorn, you're watching this, please let me know what's going on with you. You guys are very fascinating people. Okay, a couple more. Aquarius. Knight of Swords in reverse. Oh man, this card comes up for a lot of people. Especially, I mean, it's good for air signs. It is an air sign. Usually a younger air sign. Gemini or Libra. So for you, Aquarius, the Knight of Swords here, he's a very fast-moving knight. I'd say the quickest. But I just heard, the quick and the dead, like the movie title. But that's kind of what like I heard, like the quick and the dead. Because if you're reckless, there was a time, dude. I swear that might be my earring. Okay. I've seen a couple, I was told that I could see orbs, and I've seen them in my videos, and then I saw one with my actual eyes recently, so every now and then I'm just like, was that it? Was that one? Sorry. Like a cat. Distracted. So the Knight of Swords really comes up when you need to think before you speak, when it's in reverse, because the Knight of Swords, he will make up his mind and they will just go. Like, this is what it is, and I'm going. But maybe that's part of it too, Aquarius, because air signs a lot of the time have a hard time making that decision. So maybe it's time for you to just make a choice and stick with it. That was Libra's message last season, was like, make the best choice for you and stick with it. This, for me, for you, feels a little bit more like thinking before we're speaking. Maybe even thinking some things through before you decide. Maybe it's like actually time to pull off on the reins a little bit. Stop thinking that you know everything, Aquarius. I know you're very smart, and you know a lot of how the world works, and you know a lot of how people work, and this and that and the other thing, but it's almost like you need to just like, whoa, a little bit. Think things through. Think things through before you act, before you speak. You catch more bees with honey than vinegar. So that's pretty, I mean, I feel like that's pretty much it. I feel like there's got to be some Aquarians out there that are like, oh, that's me. Because usually Aquarians are very agreeable, until they're not, because they're like, when they know something, they know something. But this just feels like doing some extra due diligence, before you're making any brash decisions. This is not a time to be like reckless or to just fly by the seat of your pants. It feels like there's very much an energy that wants to do that, and they're trying to be like, whoa, man, it is not going to work out for you the way that you want it to work out for you if you force this to happen this way. Okay, Pisces. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So many reversals again, you guys, every time. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Pisces, Taurus season. Pisces is another sign that has a hard time stopping. And I just like was asking them like kind of what, like, based on the normal explanation of this card, normal energy of this card, like, is it this, is it this, is it this? And it's more like, oh, I'm gonna lose Instagram in a minute, y'all, sorry. The iPad was not charged enough, apparently. She's old. It, all I hear is like, it's like a plug, like a stopper, like plug it up. Like stop it up. It's like, here's a little stopper, plugger, put it like, what does that mean? Like, is there, what's going on, Pisces? What is happening with you that they're just like, nope, lock it up? That's what it feels like. It feels like lock it up. What movie is that from? Lock it up. I think it's Stage 5 Cleaner. Lock it up. What movie is that? Oh my god. Yeah, Pisces, they're just kind of like, just like, will you just stop for a second? Like, I know it's really hard for you. I know it's really hard for you. So hard. You're a fish. You're the fishies. You gotta keep moving. Oh, you are the water. You are water in fish. It's almost like you're leaking. Does that make sense? You're leaking like energy. Okay. You're leaking. What are you leaking? Are you leaking emotions? Are you leaking energy? Are you leaking money? There's something that is just like, yeah, it's like you have a slow leak somewhere, and you might not even be able to tell. Maybe you've even been like more tired than you usually have been. Poor Lauren. Sorry. I keep reading the comments, and I need to stop before we get to the end of this. Pisces has sprung a leak, and the universe is trying to plug it up. I wish I could explain all the messages I get, y'all, but I just get them. I don't make them up. I just get the messages and say them. Yeah, they're like, look around. Look at what's around. Look at your house, look at your funds, look at the people around you. They just keep saying you're leaking, plug it up. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but maybe somebody needs to go to a doctor. Maybe somebody, if you are a Pisces that is like extra anxiety prone, or you're having some other physical thing going on, and maybe you've been suspect or susceptible to something. I mean, maybe, yeah, I heard like ulcer, like where if you're having like leaky gut, maybe you need to go get checked out. It could be physical, it could be energetic for some of you. It could be money. Just, it's very interesting. I've never heard that one before. New things happen all the time. You've sprung a leak, and you gotta go find it. I wish there was like a proverbial like soap that you could put on everything and like watch for the bubbles come out, when like you're trying to find how to patch up the air mattress. I don't know if there's a way that you can do that. Yeah, if you're a Pisces, let me know what kind of leaky things you're finding. This is the weirdest Ace of Pentacles message I've ever heard in my entire life. Okay, Aries. Last but not least, lovely Aries. Thank you for your season. What a ride. The Lovers in reverse. We're like only a couple, let's see, 2. 2 cards upright for Gemini and Scorpio, which is kind of funny because Gemini and Scorpio get the bad rap and the short end of the stick all the time. So good on you guys. You got the good messages this time. So the Lovers in reverse. The Lovers is also the Gemini card. So maybe if you have if you're an Aries, if you have a Gemini in your life that might be challenging you. The Lovers also is not just romantic love. It is all love. It is all of our relationships that we have in this life. It is all of our soulmate relationships. And a misconception about soulmate relationships is that they are meant to stay in our lives, and that is not true. We have many soulmates. Many, many soulmates. Family, friends, lovers. Sometimes I want to be your lover. Sometimes I want to be your friend. Sorry, that song was singing my brother, and he's a Gemini, or he's in spirit now. And what we have to remember is that they're all here to teach us something. They could teach us good things. They can teach us bad things. They can teach us fun things, challenging things. And a lot of them aren't meant to stay in your life. It's so funny. Yesterday, on one of my memories on Facebook was a status from, I think, 2012. And it said, have you ever met someone and knew you were supposed to meet them the minute you shook their hand? And I actually remember what that was about and who it was and where I was. And that person turned out to teach me a couple real rough lessons in a lot quicker time than I thought they were going to. We thought we were going to be in each other's lives for a lot longer. And it ended up like all crashing down in about 6 weeks' time. And I shared it and said, you know, sometimes those people you're meant to meet are not meant to stay. And I think Aries season actually taught us a lot of that. And so Aries, if you were not taught that lesson in your season, then Taurus season might be that lesson for you. And it might actually be showing you what relationships you can really ground into and trust, and and who we're learning lessons from, and what are those lessons, and how do we move on? How do we move on with those people, without them? You know, family teaches us that you can be related to somebody and not want to be with them at all. Or they can teach us that you want to be with them and you have to try to forgive the shortcomings and the mistakes in order to continue to be with those people. So there's a lot of lessons that come in that, but it really, for Aries, it's kind of feeling like your relationships are going to really be reflected back to you. That's going to be some of the energy that we're getting in this upcoming Gemini season this year too. So it's just kind of starting early for Aries. So tread lightly and really just make sure you are, again, doing your due diligence, really assessing and analyzing, what relationships are worth holding on to and what aren't. Yeah. Cool. Those are the tarot scopes. Those are the tarot scopes for Taurus season 2021. I mean, I was really hoping for like a lot more like nice, warm self-care. Because I guess that's good that that's like the baseline energy that we're starting from. This is a very upcoming nurturing time. So whatever the lesson for you is, it's that you are being nurtured in this next month, to really lean into it. Mystical Shaman Oracle card for the collective. The Beloved. I only pulled this card a couple times. The Beloved. And it's in reverse, so we read the Medicine. God, I feel like it's been years since I've seen this one. It's crazy how some cards just you don't see that often. The Beloved is the recognition of spirit in another, and moving towards spirit through the other. It is when the divine appears to us in the form of our child, our partner, our friend, and we experience being in love. As we grow, we start to recognize the beloved in everyone, not confusing their personality with their divine nature. The Medicine. Be careful with romantic love, the kind of love you fall in and out of. Own all the projections you have placed upon the person you are dreaming of. Remember that they are only mirroring back your own deep longings rather than revealing their true selves. If you fail to notice this, be prepared to walk through the fire of strong emotions once again. They make it sound so easy, don't they? Make it sound so easy. Yes, we know everyone's a mirror for us, and it's annoying. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most annoying of them all? Be prepared to walk through the fire of strong emotions once again. Yeah. We just did. We just walked through the fire of strong emotions, so we can do it again. Do it again, Taurus season, even if Aries season's over. So, well, we'll see how this goes. It's always an adventure. Sending you all the blessings and all the love and all the light and all the shadow. And the shadow work. That's important too. So I can't thank you enough. The Taroscopes are edited from my Facebook live events. And during those events, I actually do individual readings for anybody who's on the live. So if you would like a free reading, please join me on my Facebook at Meryl's Mystic and join me for the lives, and you can get your questions answered also after the Taroscopes. And the next live event on Facebook will be on Saturday, May 15th for Gemini season. It took me a while to get all that information out of my mouth in a normal fashion. So, there it is. I hope to see you there. Please reach out to me with any questions. Once again, thank you so much for being with me here today. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that little thumbs up or thumbs down. It's your opinion. I don't really care. I do care. Well, I have my first trolls. Good night, y'all.